As with any technology, online tracking and surveillance by tech companies can raise legitimate concerns about privacy, security, and the potential abuse of personal information. Here are some factors to consider. 1. Invasion of privacy. Online tracking and surveillance can involve the collection and analysis of personal data, including browsing history, online behavior, location information, and more. This can lead to an invasion of privacy, as individuals may not want their online activities or personal information to be constantly monitored and used for targeted advertising, profiling, or other purposes. 2. Security risks. The collection and storage of personal data by tech companies can also pose security risks. If the data is not adequately protected, it could be vulnerable to data breaches, hacking, or other cyber threats, leading to the exposure of personal information and potential harm. 3. Abuse of personal information. Tech companies may use the data collected through online tracking and surveillance for various purposes, including targeted advertising, profiling, and manipulation of user behavior. This can raise ethical concerns about the potential abuse of personal information and the exploitation of user data for commercial or other purposes without informed consent. 4. Lack of transparency and control. Many individuals may not be fully aware of the extent and nature of online tracking and surveillance by tech companies, as it often takes place in the background without their explicit consent or knowledge. This lack of transparency and control over personal data can lead to feelings of loss of control and eroding trust in technology companies. 5. Potential for discrimination and bias. Online tracking and surveillance can perpetuate discrimination and bias, as it may involve profiling individuals based on their online behavior, interests, or demographics. This can lead to unfair targeting, exclusion, or discrimination against certain groups of individuals, such as minorities or vulnerable populations. However, it's important to note that not all online tracking and surveillance by tech companies is inherently negative. It can also be used for legitimate purposes, such as improving user experience, enhancing security measures, and providing personalized services. Additionally, some tech companies have implemented privacy safeguards, transparency measures, and user control options to address concerns related to online tracking and surveillance. To protect your privacy and mitigate the risks associated with online tracking and surveillance, you can take necessary steps, such as using privacy settings on your devices and online accounts, being cautious about sharing personal information online, and using virtual private networks, VPNs, or other privacy tools. More importantly, being mindful of the apps, websites, and services you use. It's also important to advocate for robust data protection regulations and transparency measures by tech companies, and to stay informed about the evolving landscape of online privacy and surveillance. This is all for the video. This video is made possible by Pictory. If you like to use Pictory to create your videos, enter the promo code J56 at checkout to get 20% off your subscription until you cancel. If you like this video, please like and subscribe.